speeches for 8 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
8 minutes.
So, promptly every minute. Good evening, members of the House. Today, we are on the cusp of a path-breaking discovery in medical science. One that make curable one of the most dangerous diseases on the planet, the dreaded AIDS syndrome. A man has emerged whose blood hides the solution to this killer virus. At this point, the government proposes to task Kumar Corporation the development of this drug, which would save millions of lives. Kumar Corporation wishes to create a drug that will serve the purpose and in the process make a huge profit. The alternative is SRDF, which proposes to do the same task for non-profit reasons. The drug they manufacture will be available absolutely free of cost. We reject this biased proposition of the government. We propose an alternative model where SRDF is tasked with the development of this drug with government technical and financial aid. A huge number of AIDS patients are below the poverty line. Perhaps this is not the case in the US, but this is the case abroad. Of course, yes, this house is in the US, but this is a matter of international importance, so we must consider the international implications as well. Do the poor not deserve the cure, which after years of agony is now finally within reach? Or should they be priced out, as has been suggested by the proposition? I'll also bring to your notice.
Do not be being the government of America, we should work for the American people only.
We Americans call ourselves the leaders of the world. Let's act like this. I'll also bring to your notice the case of Novartis, a US pharmaceutical corporation in India. They patented a drug for leukemia and they were trying to extend the patent as well. And in India, they wanted to produce a generic drug which basically had the same effect but would cost very much less. Novartis challenged this and the Supreme Court of India struck them down. This means that the generic drug will be prepared in India for a very low cost and Novartis will not be able to gain profit over it. Now, the case of Kumar Corporation. The government seems to have a lot of confidence in their ability. I am not so sure why. They will be selling the same drug, a drug which is being made from this person. They will be selling a drug at a very higher price, much higher price than will be required to manufacture it. A lot of big money is involved. Kumar Corporation is a big and influential organization. And the opposition is not surprised that it has garnered so much support from the government. We only wonder how exactly the support has been gained. We do not know why the government is inclined to go to such a corporation which is going to make profits and a free alternative is available. They do point out that Medicare will take care of our citizens. But why should we be so selfish? We do call ourselves the leaders of the world as I said before. Fellow Americans, I invoke the spirit of our constitution. We call ourselves the leaders of the world and all of us believe that with our heart. So let us show it. Why does the rest of the world hate us? It's because of this attitude of ours. If the government has doubts about SRDF standards,
can you clarify on the point why people hate us and how this particular attitude?
We think that we are the only people in the world, we don't care about the rest of the world. There's a perception like that. I don't agree with that maybe as an American, but there's a perception like that in other countries. If the government has doubts about the standards of SRDF, I don't know why. There are very efficient drug trials in this country. Do you believe that they'll be allowed to produce an inefficient product? I don't think so. There will be proper drug trials and tests before the drugs are allowed for public use. So, the government opposition proposes that the government support SRDF financially as well as technically. I don't think there's any better idea to spend public money. Why do you want to rely on a private player when so much is at stake? If Kumar Corporation gets a drug, it will be patented and sold at a cost dictated by them. Given the influence and money power at their disposal, they would certainly attempt to evergreen the patent. 20 years down the line, they apply for another patent with a slight modification of the drug. And with the lawyers and money at their disposal, they would certainly succeed. And this would have once again priced the poor out of buying this drug for several more years. Once again, the benefits of SRDF are apparent in this case, as with government technical and financial support, they will certainly deliver a cheap and effective drug. Furthermore, such an act will also improve goodwill for the US overseas and improve our public opinion in the eyes of the rest of the world.
You said they might come up with a certain modification and they will apply for a new patent.
Yeah.
That's a fault of judiciary, and it's been shown that a lot of companies have lost their patents. What do you want to say about it?
I can say that a case can be won based on justice. That's the ideal model. But if you have a very strong lawyer, many cases can be won. And Kumar Corporation is such a corporation which has a lot of resources. Therefore, we once again extend our opposition to this model and stand on to our alternative model where we support SRDF with our financial and technical resources. I conclude my speech here.